Hello and welcome to another fun-filled edition of Adam's Music Box, where today we wish a very happy birthday to Ian Paice. Now, Ian Paice is unique for many reasons, but one of the more trivial but fun reasons is he is the only man who has played on every single Deep Purple record of all time. And that's saying something because that band had some significant lineup changes. Of course, it was founded by Ian, John Lord, and Richie Blackmore. John Lord, of course, was another constant in the band till he took retirement in the early 2000s and died around 2011, I believe, sadly. Richie Blackmore, of course, he came and went several times, but most recently, comparatively, in the early 90s, and that left Ian as the original member holding down the fort. Now, Ian is a great drummer. He's a left-handed drummer, not very common. Phil Collins is another one. They call that setup southpaw when you reverse the traditional setup of the drum set for a left-hander, but he was right on the beat. He was a drummer that had a great sound. He was one of these drummers that was great to listen to. He didn't beat the hell out of the instrument, nor was he timid. He just knew what to do to bring the life and vigor into the drums. He had a great sense of swing, a great sense of feel. When he soloed, he could be a madman in the best sort of way. You could see that he was one of many drummers of his generation and subsequent generations that listened to people like Buddy Rich growing up. And as Deep Purple became more rhythmically adventurous in the mid 70s, particularly on the lineup that did Come Taste the Band, which was one of the more left field lineups of Deep Purple, you can see, or hear rather, both on the album and on the live recordings of that tour, just how great a funky drummer Ian Paice was and remains. That lineup, of course, Tommy Bolin on guitar, Glenn Hughes bass vocals, Dave Coverdale, pre-Whitesnake on lead vocals, and of course John Lord on the organ and other keyboard instruments, along with Ian holding the band down as the elders. And of course, through all of the thick and thin, he's still making music with this year's lineup of Deep Purple. And they've actually got a new song out that is wonderful. And it's called Pictures of You. It's the kind of song where if other bands could age this gracefully and still write and perform this well, there would be more people interested in aging rock stars. Alas, not all of them age as gracefully and as tongue-in-cheekedly as Deep Purple. Ian Gillan brings a lot of that tongue-in-cheek, but Ian Paice is the one driving that, and he was in that drummer's driving seat ever since the first lineup way back in the late 60s. That says a lot. They've gone through some stylistic changes, from psychedelia to orchestral rock to hard rock, to funk rock, back to hard rock. I mean, so many different changes within the band, but Ian was the consistent one. And what a great drummer he was. Fun story. I'm a drummer too. Not a lot of people know that. Not professional anymore. But I was told by a student of Richie Blackmore, a guy called Stuart Smith, wonderful guitar player in his own right, that I play a bit like Ian Paice. And I took that, of course, as a very high compliment, as I would, and as you should too, if someone were to ever tell you that. So happy birthday, Ian Paice. Here's to many, many more. Like, subscribe. We will see you next time. Take care.